Rescuing fair maidens trapped in towers? Check. Jumping, swimming, and defeating monsters all across the land? Double check. Finding flowers, jewelry, diamonds, and golden egg-laying geese? Triple check. Dying over and over again and having a blast while doing it? Say what? In Sir Lovelot, you play as, well, Sir Lovelot. It's springtime and he's determined to find the love of his life. Naturally, this means he must set out on an epic quest to travel across the four corners of Lululand, romancing all the trapped fair maidens along the way until he can find his one true love. Each damsel requires a set of gifts for Sir Lovelot to woo them and for them to let down their long hair, letting him climb up to be with them, only to be kicked out and heartbreak in the morning. This happens across each of the 40 or so levels throughout the game, all the while you climb ropes, slide down walls, find plenty of shortcuts, treasures, and many other perils to avoid. Sir Lovelot's levels are broken into 4 distinct areas. You'll begin in Jungle Land, visit Swampland, run through Spooky Land, and end your journey in Volcano Land with an epic boss fight. Each area has their own distinctive and addicting soundtrack, which match the gameplay really well and, while not being distracting, fit the pacing as well. Each level is handcrafted in a beautiful pixel art style that reminds me of other great games like Towerfall and Celeste. While simple, each of the 4 areas give a very distinct look and feel, as well as different obstacles and rewards for you to find along the way. In a lot of ways, the gameplay actually reminds me a lot of Celeste, which is a really good thing. Sir Lovelot can utilize a double jump, which is very handy for avoiding many of the pitfalls, saw blades, spikes, and enemies scattered throughout each level. He can also shoot and rapid fire at any enemy in all directions to help clear his path. Each level also has various collectibles for you to find. There are always certain items you need to find for the maiden to let down her hair and let you finish the level. This starts out easy with only one item, a flower. Then the further that you get into the game requires you to collect more things, like a flower, a ring, a diamond, and a lollipop. These pieces are not usually hidden, but are always surrounded by traps that you must make your way through to reach, and it's never very easy. Thankfully, you have an unlimited amount of lives, and respawning from your many deaths are instant. Yes, it will take you back to the start of that screen, but you'll be right back in the action right away. While these puzzles themselves can be challenging, and the difficulty ramps up the further in the game you get, I didn't ever feel like the game was being unfair or punishing. There's a gradual learning curve that feels like it eases you into most challenges, and even when I died tons and tons of times in one section, I felt like I was getting better and could easily complete it after a few more tries. The only sections I did not really enjoy were the various swimming sections. Just like in other games like Super Mario, you'll be faced with underwater parts where your movement is slowed down and you must swim around obstacles. These sections I found really slowed down the pace, and controlling Sir Lovelot became a little more difficult underwater. There aren't enough of these sections to really distract from the gameplay, thankfully. Collecting the items and making it to the maiden provides a good challenge in itself, but what makes this gameplay even more fun and challenging is completing the optional objectives in each level. Each stage has a number of coins to collect. Often these are hidden in lamps that you can break. As well, there are geese that lay golden eggs that are hidden all throughout the levels behind vanishing walls that disappear when you touch them. When you finish a stage, you're presented a score. This is based on the time it took to complete the stage, the number of coins found, the number of geese found, the items given to the maiden, and the amount of times you died. If you want to get 100% in each level, you'll have to find every coin, every goose, all the items for the maiden, and finish the stage with a certain amount of deaths or fewer. Seeing that I missed a goose or one coin when I finally reached the end of the stage made me immediately restart each stage until I could get 100%, and even 101% once on each stage. These extra goals really make it fun to run back through each level and try to get 100%. Plus, they're also timed, so you can always rerun them again to try and beat your fastest time. Exploring each stage fully provides a fun risk-reward gameplay loop, as a lot of times you can find a hidden shortcut that will take you to the items you need to finish the stage, while possibly avoiding a lot of traps and danger, but you'll be passing up on finding those extra collectibles, meaning you won't get 100% by taking it. I really enjoyed my time as Sir Lovelot. While the game itself is light on story, the platforming, controls, and increasing difficulty really was a lot of fun, and I found myself just constantly saying, just one more level, until I was almost at the end. If you're a fan of other great platforming puzzle games like Celeste, I think you'll have a lot of fun with this one. Sir Lovelot releases for Xbox, PS4, PS5, PC, and Switch on March 3rd. Thank you to Pixel.lu for sending me a review copy of Sir Lovelot for PS5 early. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy gaming.